Hey, are we guys live? Can you hear me, guys?
We're live. I can hear you.
Fantastic. How are you doing, Chris? Oh, Mr. Patriot. And how are you doing, Carl?
Good.
What are you guys talking about? I just joined in like a minute back.
RVs.
RVs.
Just looking at RVs. They're
That's
terrible.
right up my friend Carl's alley, right, so to speak.
It's up both of our alleys. We want to use an RV to escape from all the pedophiles that run the world.
Well, I know Carl is a trucker, and that's why I said it's a little bit more up his alley than Mr. Patriot's alley, though. I think Carl's a patriot and you're a patriot as well, so there's a lot of commonality between the both of you. I would say, however, that Mr. Patriot's hairstyle is a little bit more fancy than Carl's hairstyle is potentially.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Carl, are you on just a photograph or are you on video and you've just decided to stand completely still? What is it?
He's closing his eyes and meditating, I think.
Okay, so he's on video, right?
Yeah, he's right there. He's right
Yeah,
across
no,
from
I
me.
thought it was a photograph. He's doing a fantastic job of staying completely still.
He's watching. Yeah.
Hey, is there a little bit of a lag from the perspective of my video and the audio? Because I am not sure if you're able to hear me right, my friends.
Yeah, I hear you fine. The internet's just being weird.
Okay, all right. On your end, your lip sync is a little bit off from the audio that's coming out, but as long as you guys can hear me, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's no problem. Yeah, it's just the internet, I think, or some of our equipment. Yeah, it gets a little out of sync. It's weird.
No worries. That's all right. It's a great honor for me to be on the PAA podcast, my friends.
Right on. So you laid down your video there in New York, and you told me you were like you got a 99 ranked song on one of the charts.
Yeah, I mean, just for our great viewers and listeners listening in. By the way, I just want to say this: the previous podcast that we did, I think the previous Friday, the 27th, has, in my opinion, reached a lot of people across the country. Don't believe the video count that's on the social media that you see on some of the social medias that you see. But I just want to say this: for the great viewers and listeners that are listening in right now, I texted Mr. Patriot a little while back. What was it? Like a couple of hours back, right, Mr. Patriot? And I said I'm happy to answer any questions that my friends, Mr. Patriot and Carl, have for me. And I hear from Mr. Patriot that Carl is lined up with a lot of questions for me. So happy to answer the questions. But I did make a post on social media about 2 to 3 hours back. It's a 13 or 12 seconds clip, a video clip from an interview that I did with the Jeff and Bill show at CPAC 2025, which is the previous CPAC. The next CPAC, by the way, is coming up as well in a couple of weeks.
Are you going?
I am going to be at CPAC 2026. By the way, I just want to say this. I have made a formal application a long time back, or when you say application, I've talked with the leadership team at CPAC. Jim O'Connor, who is very senior or was very senior at CPAC, I believe he texted me a few days back and said he's no longer with CPAC, but I have emailed Matt Slapp as well, and I'm hoping to be one of the speakers on the main stage at the incredible CPAC 2026. I would say it's the biggest conservative event, patriotic conservative event in the United States of America. And I would say that irrespective of whether I get to be one of the speakers on the main stage, though I would like to be one of the speakers on the main stage, and not based completely on merit. I am the most courageous person on the planet on the political stage. I'm assuming most of the people listening in right now know that I am officially running for president of the United States of America in the 2028 election, a Republican supporter of the greatest and the most powerful country in the world, the United States of America, and as a believer in Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. And I talked with the CPAC headquarters a few days back as well, and I have been informed that my request to be one of the speakers on the main stage at CPAC 2026 is currently being considered. And again, I just want to say this.
That's kind of tight. They're 2 weeks out. That seems a bit tight.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to make a comment on the timeline perspective because, a lot of speakers have not yet been announced from what I understand. So there are speakers being announced as we speak. And so,
Speakers.
but, huh?
Speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're worried about fucking speakers. Like, let's talk about real issues, Gary.
Well, Carl, my friend, let me complete my line of thought.
I had to just meditate to get myself zeroed enough to have this conversation.
Say it again.
I had to meditate before talking to you.
Okay.
Because you enraged me.
We'll talk about that a little bit as well. But I think Mr.
Right.
Peter asked me a quick question about the CPAC 2026, and I just want to
if you were
respectfully
going.
answer
Yeah,
that.
I think you answered it. It's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to, guys, I want to complete.
Speakers at CPAC.
Yeah.
A bunch of
What's that?
consultants sucking each other's dicks.
Yeah, CPAC.
That's what CPAC's just consultants
Fed-
sucking each other's dicks.
Fed-
Well, you and I have a difference of opinion on that. But before you
I've
you
been to
interrupt me, my
CPAC
friend,
multiple times and
before
know
you
what it
interrupt me, Let me
is.
complete my line of thought. I want to respectfully complete my line of thought because what happens, guys, is
Are you fighting
you know
for the
I'm running
country,
for
Gary?
president
Are
of
you
the
really a
United States of
patriot?
America,
Are
and
you a
what
patriot?
happens is if you interrupt me halfway, my line of thought is misrepresented, perhaps.
It's
and I don't
impossible
want
to
that
interrupt
happen.
you. You're like a pro at it. No one can ever get a fucking word in edgewise. You were asking about why no women were dating you or going on a second dates because you don't let them talk, Gary.
Well, I
You
mean,
don't- you
you have
gotta
a good
listen
sense
to
of
people in
humor.
order-
Carl,
We're
you
not
have a
having
good
a
sense of
fucking
humor.
conversation. We're not having a
Carl, you have a good sense
conversation.
of
You're
humor, but
speaking
let me
to
say
us.
this: you have to let me respond to the original question that was asked.
There was
before
no
interrupting
question. No one
and
asked you a
asking me
question.
another
You just started
Is that fair?
talking.
Huh?
No one asked you a question. You just start talking.
No,
You
you
don't
were
even
not
give the
listening
podcast
because you
host
were
an
meditating at
opportunity
that
to
time.
ask you a question.
Mr.
You just go
Patriot
your
specifically
spiel.
asked me a very defined question: are you going to go to CPAC
But you answered
2026?
it. You answered.
And you probably did not hear that. But
No,
I
'cause
want
I was
to answer
meditating
that
before
question
this-
to the
this
best of my ability
interaction.
with
But
respect to the question that was asked.
You
Is that
answered
okay?
it, and you answered it, and then you just keep
No,
going.
well, Mr. Patriot, you do not get to decide whether I
wanna-
have completed the answer to your question or not. I get to decide that
Do
within
I
the
get
bounds
to,
of freedom of
do I
speech.
get
Is that
to ask the
correct or
next
not?
question? Do I get to ask the next question?
You
You can
filibuster.
ask the next question, my
I'm
friend.
asking the
No
next
problem
question,
with
Chris.
it, but I
Yeah.
have to answer this
But you're going to
original
stop
question
talking
that
for me
was
to
asked
ask
to
the
me.
question.
But I think you answered it. I think
But you might
filibustered.
think that, and you and I have a difference of opinion on it. You respectfully ask me a question. Let me complete my answer.
Complete
You
it, but
do
don't
not
take
get
a
to
fucking
decide whether
hour.
my answer is complete
Don't take
or
an
not,
hour,
guys.
Gary. This is why you don't get a second date because you don't shut the fuck up.
No, it's
Like you let people talk. You're going to talk for an hour. Just let's keep it short. Let's keep it brief. Let's learn about you. No one's learned anything about you, Gary.
That's your
What-
opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion, my friend.
You
Carl.
have to say you're doing a narrative. It's almost like propaganda level narrative about who you are and what you are.
Well, I discussed prior to getting on the show that these are two topics that I want to talk about, and I also said I will answer Carl's questions.
Cool. Let's go.
Okay, so
let me
thank
know
you.
when
So
I
let me
can ask you
complete the
questions.
original line of
Let me
thought.
meditate.
Thank you very much. Let me complete the original line of thought, guys. And by the way, I love you guys. You're fantastic people, but I have to respectfully answer the questions to the best of my ability so that my viewpoint is correctly demonstrated to the American people. Millions of American people listening to a lot of things that I have to say. Let me say this, and I say that humbly, a little bit, right? So let me say this. I want to be one of completing the line of thought that I was on. I want to be one of the speakers at the incredible CPAC 2026 based on merit. I am the most courageous person on the planet on the political stage, fighting MS-13, Trende Aragua, Sinaula cartel in a way that is stronger than anyone else on the planet. And I'm ready to take a bullet for you, Carl, even though you want to interrupt me a little bit, which is fine. And Mr. Patriot, I'm ready to take a bullet for you. I'm ready to take a bullet for our country.
Good.
And I'm glorifying Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior in a way
Great.
that is more
Great.
intense than anyone else on the planet. So yes,
can
I will
feel
be
it.
at
I can
CPAC
feel it.
2026.
Cool. My question, right?
Yes.
This is a tough one. Because I'm only going to get one in. I feel like what? Like, can I ask Chris a question before I ask you a question,
Who's Chris?
or a Patriot guy? So I'm asking, which direction should you think I take Gary? Like, based on our last interaction. Like, should I give him?
What do you mean? You want to ask
No,
me
I'm
a
asking-
question, or you want to
I'm-
ask Mr. Patriot a
I'm
question?
asking Mr.
Direct the
Patriot,
question to the person you want to ask is my advice to you.
I'm doing a little
By the way,
pre-question to my host and
hey,
having a conversation.
my
So it's
picture
actually
is
like a
in mirror
podcast
image.
instead of an
My picture is
advertisement.
in mirror image, Mr. Patriot. Could you fix that, please? The flag is not correct on my image.
Yeah, I got you. When you
love it.
when
I
you
love
log
it.
in, it's
Thank you very
available.
much.
Yeah.
No worries, no worries.
No, I'm enjoying the conversation. Let me restart here. I'm enjoying the conversation. What I
Thank
would
you.
like is a different level of interaction than we've ever had with you.
Okay.
The past 2 interviews has just been the Gary Barve Show. You're on a podcast called the PA Podcast. Do you know what this podcast stands for and believes in, or believes not? Like,
no, I do not have complete information about
you're
it.
You're going on a podcast where you don't even know what like the philosophy of the podcast is.
That is correct. I do not have complete understanding about the philosophy of your podcast. I respect both of you guys. I want to say,
but you don't know what we talk. You don't know what our philosophy is towards what you're doing.
I do not have a complete idea about it. I know you're a great American trucker. I know Mr. Patriot is a great American veteran. I do know that. But I do not have complete understanding about the details and the nuances of your podcast.
So we could be a bunch of Nazis, right? And you wouldn't even know. We could be like skinheads and you wouldn't even know.
No, I don't think you guys are skinheads. I don't even know what skinheads means exactly, to be very honest. But
like you don't go, you just go on any podcast.
You're decent guys, and maybe I'm wrong about it, and we'll find out with time.
No, I feel like I'm having to judge of who's a good person in this world. Given the recent revelations that the world's run by pedivores. What's your opinion about the world being run by pedivores? I mean, people who sacrifice and eat children. That's you're talking about fucking CPAC. The world is shifting. We're realizing that there's a layer above society that is manipulating us. And you're talking about running for office and staying within the bounds of law. That's what made me so fucking angry.
Correct.
The law.
Stay within the bounds of law and order.
For who? Do you know what the law is? The law is what our slave masters let us do. They don't let us go outside certain areas. They're like fences around a human farm. And if you go outside the law is the only time you can really see what these cocksuckers are doing to us. So, and then they slap you back in, they throw you in a little prison, and they train the rest of the population not to ask any questions while they traffic women, run drugs,
commit
wars, destabilize economies. And you're running for president of that empire. And do you understand that's how the world works? Do you have any understanding? It's like we're at a precipice in this fucking country where
let's choose sides.
No, there's one side. The other side shouldn't even be a choice.
It just came out all of a sudden. Yeah, in 2025, you'll know which side you're on.
I'm gonna let you complete your question, and then I'll respectfully answer your question. But you have to give me the floor to respectfully answer
the floor. And I want you to be serious about the issue. I don't want you to go into how brave you are, or the cartels, or any of your fucking narrative. Do you talk to people out there that are concerned that leaders eat and sacrifice and eat children? Sexually abuse, and it's well known, it's well documented, and none of our law enforcement is doing shit about it. I want to know your fucking view on that as president of the United States. That's the only fucking issue that America has. And if you talk about anything else, Gary, I'm going to lose it.
Are you done asking your question and you want me to answer it? But you have to let me answer it the way I want to answer it. If you want to answer it the way you want to answer it,
anything you've ever said before. I want the truth. I want the truth. How do you feel about it? Do you have compassion about it? Are you nervous for children? Like what is your truth? You're trying to lead a country?
All right, the floor's back to me now, I'm assuming.
The floor is yours, Gary.
Thank you very much. Now, the first thing I'll say is I'm not going to directly comment on some of the things you said because I disagree with some of the things. Well, you gave me the floor, right? I respectfully let you complete your line of thought, right?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
I do feel I'm enjoying this much more than I did last time, Gary. Thank you.
Okay, so let me now answer your question with respect. Let me say whatever I have to say in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes.
I'll give you 5 minutes.
You take the floor back.
5 minutes.
Ask me whatever question you want.
I'm starting a timer at 5 minutes.
Let me answer this question. So some of the things that you said in the previous, past 2 or 3 minutes or whatever the question you asked me.
Are they controversial? First of all, I want to add to my question. And do you find my views controversial?
Some of the things I agree with, some of the things I don't agree with.
What's controversial?
Carl, you gotta treat me with a little bit more respect here. I respectfully let you.
I know. I'm sorry. I missed my chance to add on to my question. I just
I will give you a follow-up. Ask me a question after that, all right?
Okay, you got 5 minutes. 4 minutes, 37 seconds.
No, I'm not being timed on this. I'm going to take as much time as I want to answer the question.
Okay. All right. So I'll give that to you. I'll meditate.
All right, Carl, let me answer your question. So, look, some of the things that you said during the previous 3, 4, 5 minutes, I agree with. Most of the things I would say I probably disagree with. And but I think what I want to really address, as someone like you said, who is running to be the next president of the United States of America, is to address the emotion that that resulted in saying what you said. And I think the emotion is the fact that you are frustrated with the political realm in the United States of America. You're frustrated because of the things that are happening or have happened in the previous few days, weeks, perhaps months, perhaps even years.
Century.
Okay, so let me answer your question by saying this. I have been talking to a lot of American people across the United States of America. I've traveled to, that's one of the questions you asked me, right? And so I've traveled to so many states in my car, believe it or not, driving most of the time, sometimes flying, but in a plane, just in case you were wondering, Carl, while you're meditating. But a lot of times I've driven 20, 24 hours to get to different places. I've given probably a lot of speeches across the United States of America, patriotic speeches, risking my life for our country. And it's a great honor for me to do that. I'm not saying that in any other way other than it's a great honor for me to be ready to take a bullet for you, Carl, to be ready to take a bullet for you, Mr. Patriot. And
I'm not asking you to, man.
So that's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say to you, my friend, is see, if you get frustrated, right, that's okay. Okay, in the sense it's a reality, and that's why I'm saying it's okay. A lot of people across the United States of America who supported Donald Trump, who I am, by the way, against at this time. And I will say this: I love the United States of America more than I dislike Donald Trump because of the things that I mentioned in the previous podcast that you and I did about a week back. I love the United States of America. I am for the United States of America, and I might sometimes support the Donald Trump policy. I am against a few policies right now, and I want to address the situation that you described, the frustration and the emotion that came out of it.
It sounds like you're filibustering Jeffrey Epstein, child rape, and murder and sacrifice. Get to the meat of it. Like you're teasing me. Like culturally, the country has found out that there's people that eat children. And, not everyone knows yet, but people know. They're doing their damnedest to fucking make sure people don't know. Half the country's already checked out. They stopped politics 30 years ago, right? Since they stopped voting. We're just recently out of voting. We're never voting again, Gary. So like talking to people or anyone, the one listener that watches this show, like millions, I hope millions of people see this because of this conversation, Gary. I hope that we can learn more about you. The more questions we get to ask about Gary Barve, the more people will learn about you. If you go long-winded, and this is the same dating, the women don't get to learn anything about you because you don't let them ask any questions.
Seems like you have a script and you stay with it, and no matter what.
So let me answer this. You can say whatever you want. You guys can say whatever you want.
We're having a conversation
with you, right?
We're having a conversation. I love it.
Fantastic. So let me say this. You can have whatever opinion you want. You and I and Mr. Patriot, we have never met before. We have met on podcast interviews. This is, I think, the third interview.
You won't answer the question.
No.
Huh?
You won't answer the question. I want the next word out of your mouth. I know this is kind of a command, but it should be about Jeffrey Epstein and child eaters. Like, what is your opinion? What should the American people do?
I want you to repeat the exact question that you have for me, my friend.
What?
I want you to repeat the exact question that you have for me, my friend.
What is your opinion about the revelation that we're run by a bunch of pedivores who eat children, sexually abuse, sacrifice, and then consume children? I mean, that's I don't understand why you can't just have an opinion on that. Isn't every American talking about that? I can't go anywhere with somebody not talking about that. Are you're meeting people and they're not talking about that? They're talking about voting again. Like, I don't even want to participate in this grossness anymore. And you're talking about voting becoming president of that empire. All right. I cut you off.
Yeah,
that was good. We've had a good conversation in 5 minutes, right? Instead of now I feel like I want to date you.
Whether the conversation has been a good conversation or not, but at the same time,
I want a second date because we had a conversation.
I don't know what you're talking about. I hope you're in your right sense of mind, my friend. What is your exact question? Ask me a specific question, my friend.
What's your opinion on Jeffrey Epstein and the people who eat children? And that's it.
Well, I talked about the Jeffrey Epstein situation in the previous podcast interview. I would recommend that you go back and watch it.
You did not.
I did.
Can you reiterate it? Can you summarize it shortly? Like, I mean, it's not.
It's a cultural. It's a cultural and cosmic. It's almost a cosmic issue at this point.
About Disney? What do you think about Marvel? What do you think about Coke and Pepsi? Like, it's not hard to have a hard opinion on it. You know,
you have to. You can't be a politician about what you believe.
I'm not being a politician. I'm a patriot and freedom fighter. But what I'm saying is, you guys asked me the same question, or I answered this question anyways in the previous podcast interview.
Answer it again.
Okay.
What are we going to do with the child eaters? What are we going to do with the pedivores?
It's worth saying over and over.
What are we going to do with the pedivores? You're president of the United States. What's your first move against the pedivores?
Well,
we send the DOJ after every one of them? Do we send assassins after them? Do we send SEAL Team 6 after them? Like, what do you do as president of the United States? When I get that list, if I get that list and I had resources of like military, I mean, you'd hunt these people down. But unfortunately,
stay within the bounds of law and order, Carl.
They're in the White House. They're in the White House.
Yeah, they'd be the guy standing beside you. When you get that list, you're going to look to your left and look to your right, and you're going to see people on that list, and you're going to have to round them up. You're going to have to tell the people that aren't on that list, hey, grab those guys.
Yeah, grab those guys.
We got to hang them from a lamppost. No more of this bullshit.
I mean, that's the only question Americans have at this point. So you need to be able to answer that. If you can't answer that for us tonight, you need to be able to answer that on the campaign trail, because that's going to be the only issue in 6 months after obliterating Iraq as a fucking distraction.
The only way I can actually address some of the things that you're saying, and you've been on a conversational, one-directional rant for the last 5 minutes, which is fine. It's your
how that feels?
But if you want an answer from me, you guys are going to have to keep quiet for the next 5 minutes.
So you're feeling like me now. So I've turned you into feeling like me. So we got to narrow it down, have a short answers, quick questions. People learn more about you, and then people want to take you on a second date.
I don't know what you're talking about. I hope you're in the right state of mind, my friend.
I'm talking about how you said that women, like you couldn't date women because you couldn't have a second date. And I was trying to give you like a little dating advice. If you let them talk, they can learn more about you with short answers and then quick questions, and you learn more about each other. And then the girl gets interested, and she's like, you know what? I really enjoyed my conversation with Gary. Instead of this guy just talked at me all night and told me how great he was.
We watch a lot of your content. So when you go on script, we know when you're on script. We've heard these lines before. So yeah, it's kind of like we're a girl that's just heard the same old lines over and over again.
Like I don't want a second date.
Trying to get below the surface.
This is our second date. Me explaining why I'm not having a second date.
At all. You guys can say whatever you want. Yeah. There are 330 to 350.
How do you feel about the people who eat children?
You guys make up your own mind about what I said in the previous podcast with you guys about a week back.
I'm going to boil the question down real simple. How do you feel about people who eat children?
I think it's a question that, can you elaborate on the question, please? I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Yeah.
Elaborate on the question. What do you mean by that?
How do you feel?
Talking about cannibalism?
How do you feel about the satanic cult that runs the world that eats children? What do you feel about those people?
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this.
Name of that group.
I'm not going to answer that question other than saying this.
Well, then
eating children is not something I want to discuss right now. It is ridiculous, obviously. But the question,
Epstein files revealed it, even though people have known for years, suspected it, understood it. But now the Epstein files lay it wide open for everyone to see, and there's nothing we can do about it. We're just supposed to keep going fucking to vote.
That's not true.
We're going to vote for the next president. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about that?
Carl, I will answer your question, but you have to, and I'll say it with respect, not talk for the next few minutes so that you can actually get my viewpoint. You want my viewpoint on this or not?
I just want to know a short answer. Are people who eat children good or bad? Are they good or bad?
Do you want my honest viewpoint on the Epstein file situation, or do you not want it?
On the darkest details of it.
Do you want my viewpoint on the Epstein file situation or not? Yes or no? Or you can elaborate on it if you want to as well.
Keep going off.
5 minutes. We've had a good 10-minute conversation now. Last week we had an hour-long rant.
I think the conversation, to be very honest, is a little bit entertaining, perhaps, but it's not very productive.
Do you see how fun this is when you let people talk? It's fun when we can rant on each other, we can pull each other's chain instead of just that rant. And that's how a date should be. I mean, if you interact that way with women, you will have a second date. I promise you that. because they get
I'm
a
not
little. They
going
get
to
a little.
comment on
You
it.
get,
All I'm
you
going
can
to
get a
say
little
to the
flirty.
people who are listening in right now and the people who listen to this interaction that I'm having with you guys right now is listen to the podcast that I did with the PAA podcast about a week back on the 27th of February, and you make up your mind.
How
Okay?
crazy
So,
Carl is. You
well,
make
I think Carl is a little bit insane right now, but in a
I
nice
am.
way,
I'm
but
insane in the
not exactly in a
membrane.
nice
That's
way,
core.
because these are matters that affect the entire
Still
United
not
States of
answering.
America.
Really won't even answer the question. Like, if you
I will
talk to,
answer the question, but you have to let me talk. You keep interrupting me all the time, which is very
this is called
disrespectful.
filibustering.
And
have
I
to
don't
talk about
mind
how
that
you
if you have to
interrupt.
do it.
Yeah,
It's your show.
filibuster.
I'm not happy about it, though.
Like, the next words out of your mouth should be how you feel about it.
I would tell you how I feel about it, but you keep interrupting me, Carl.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
How do you feel about the Epstein files? Is that the question?
Yes. Go.
Okay, so let me answer it. I did answer it in the previous show. I will answer it again right now. The Epstein files situation, I said when I become the president of the United States of
You did
America
the law.
by winning the election on November 7th,
I gotta go meditate.
2028, and becoming the president of the United States of America on January 20th, 2029, I, Gary Barve, will release every document that is associated with the Epstein files situation in an
Except-
unredacted way,
Except
except if national security risk is there because of me taking that action.
all right, now this is where you stop talking, and I get to counter
asterisk.
this. Let me counter this now.
Counter it.
I will
Huge
counter.
window
So
for
you
fuckery.
said within national security. So what if the national security of this country is based on child trafficking?
Yeah.
Don't we want to take that down?
Well,
What if you discover
your
that
question-
our
complete your
entire there's an
question, and then
entire
I'll answer your
economy of
question.
drug trafficking, child trafficking, every kind of trafficking and criminal activity in the world is the base core of the U.S. corporation, and you become the CEO of this corporation that basically runs drugs and people.
And they tell you it doesn't function without dead babies.
Yeah, and you go, oh, that's the national security. We got to keep the show running, and that's what you end up protecting. What will you do? That's my next question.
I don't understand the question. I respectfully ask you to actually
Clear it
ask
up
me
for me,
the
Chris.
question again. Say the question again. I'm happy to answer any question you have.
I'm going to let Deadhead Patriot. I'm
When
a
you've
little more
taken over a
animated.
company, for instance, McDonald's, and then you find out that they're actually serving up people,
Yeah.
your job is now to run this company. But in order to protect the company, you can't tell people what we're doing.
Yeah, that the hamburgers are made of children.
National security.
The
is a
sausage
very
biscuits are made of children.
Big loophole.
Yeah, do you know your McDonald's sausage biscuit have children in them? Like
By the
ground
way,
up?
McDonald's is awesome. I love the cheeseburger. But let me answer
Lord.
your question. Is it okay to answer the question now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot
So
the
let me-
question. What was the question?
When you take over as the CEO and you find out that the things that are actually making the company make money are
Devious.
maybe against what you believe, but
Devious.
your new job is to run that
Satanic,
company.
like satanic level
Do you
shit.
put aside your beliefs? Is that national security? You know, you
No.
got to keep that company going.
Is that way they'll come out looking weirdos like Christy Nome and fucking Bongino? They
How
all
quick do you sell
they all look
yourself
like
out?
their souls have been sucked out of them.
Well, Christy Noem, I have been vehemently against. I have been vehemently against Pete
It looks like
Hegseth,
their
Donald
souls
Trump
get
over the
sucked.
last few weeks. And again, I want to say this.
What would you
Refer
do?
to the
Mark Wayne Mullins
podcast
issue had
interview I
too.
did with you guys on the 27th of February, 2026, and you
How
guys
many
will
people-
understand what I'm
How
saying.
many views have we got on that video? 7?
He's cut it up. He's got millions.
Really?
I don't know.
Do
got
you
millions?
I don't count.
do you
them.
guys want me to answer the question or not?
Yeah,
Look,
sorry.
You can say whatever you want. It's your show, okay? And it
Thank you.
really makes no difference to me as to what you say, unless you're breaking the law when you say it, in which case it's a big issue for me. So
Okay,
let me answer your
but the
question.
people running
original
the-
question,
the people
given
running
analogy-
government-
Carl, you got to stop talking because this is disrespectful.
But you say the craziest things, like
You-
the people
you
running
are
the government.
entitled to think what I'm saying is crazy. A large majority of the United States of America believes me.
You
And
can't
don't
break
have
the
to
law
be in that group
against
of
criminals.
people who believe me.
Don't break the
If
law
you
against
want to be in the
criminals
other
who
group,
lie
that's
to you.
okay with me.
Don't.
But if you ask
Don't
me
break
a
the law.
question, you have to let me answer the question.
right.
Otherwise, we're going nowhere with this.
Let's go. Let's move.
Thank you very much. So the analogy that Mr. Patriot gave me about running an organization was an analogy from the perspective of me
Analogy.
becoming the president of the
Analogy.
United States of America, and functioning the country will function with me as the president of the United States of America. And I think the underlying question that was being asked was, when I say I will make an exception for the, if national security is at risk from the perspective of Epstein files based on the, my position on the
We
Epstein
all
files that I
know,
gave
don't
5
we? In our
minutes back.
heart.
I will say this. I am not going to manufacture potential hypothetical situations that may or may not arise 3.5, whatever it is, years from now when I become president, if I win the
Hypothetical.
election. I'm not going to give hypothetical scenarios from that perspective
That were
and
run
say,
by
well, if
pedophiles?
national security risk happens,
I'm sorry,
this is the action I
pedivores?
will take. Only a stupid person would do that. Why would I do that?
Everyone
You don't know what's
sees it.
going to happen at
No
that
one
time from
doesn't
the
see it.
perspective
Are there
of
people that don't
what
see it?
national security risks might be there, because I have not seen the entire documents. I'm not currently the president of the United States of
So
America.
it might be necessary to sacrifice children, Carl.
Yeah, to
it
keep
might
the whole
actually
show
That is
going.
your
be
opinion. I will
necessary.
not say that at all.
No,
And
it's a
that is not the
hypothetical.
truth.
You said it's a
We are a
hypothetical. You don't
country
want
of
to talk
law
about
and order.
hypotheticals, but I don't think it's a hypothetical.
Yeah, they've shown us who they
again,
I think
are.
it's really happening.
They've,
Mr. Patriot,
they've
what did
showed
you
us
say
who they
again?
are.
Sorry. Yeah, I think it's actually happening. So
It's happening. It's
not
definitely
hypothetical.
happening. If you notice it all, it's happening.
Elaborate on what you just said.
I said
I
if
don't
you
know what you're
notice,
talking about at this
if you
time.
notice it all, it's happening.
The children,
It's-
children. There's
yeah,
children being sacrificed.
Yeah, and it's not all of them, but it's always them.
To TikTok,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
say metaphorically they're being sacrificed mentally, but
Yeah.
we also know that there's ones that are being taken physically. So if
Preyed
you
upon,
think that's
preyed upon.
hypothetical, then I think you're ignoring it, and I don't.
Wait, hold on.
Drugs, and then
Say
the
that
drugs,
again, Mr. Patriot, because Carl interrupted me just at the wrong time.
You said I think
I
it's
want to answer Mr. Patriot's question to the best of my ability. Say it again, and I will answer it. What is your opinion? What did you say, my friend?
If you consider what's happening to children a hypothetical, I think you're ignoring it.
I never said it's a hypothetical thing. I
did.
said you did not understand what I said, Mr. Patriot. Let me say this. I said that I'm not going to manufacture hypothetical situations that may arise from a national security
it's risen.
risk 3.5
It's risen.
years from now, which would
It's already
be after
risen.
January 20th, 2028 or January 20th, 2029. I'm not going to manufacture hypothetical situations. It's up to the people to believe whether what I will do will be right for our
This
country. or not.
controversial?
Killing and
if you
consuming
don't want
children
to
is
believe
how
it,
this
don't
country
I
believe
don't
it.
think this is controversial. Why is this a controversial opinion that eating children is bad?
Killing and consuming
It is not a
children is
controversial opinion at all.
It
I'm
seems
saying it's
like
ridiculous.
you're like it's hypothetical.
ridiculous.
No,
It's
that's
not
not what I
ridiculous.
said. Carl, you did not understand what I said at all.
They basically all but exposed themselves for what they do to children and the world
Brag
in
about
general.
it. They brag about it.
And yeah, they brag. They almost bragging in their emails.
They're boastful.
Which emails and who are you talking about?
All the
my friend?
Epstein documents.
emails,
Have
the
you done
people that
any
run
research
Nickelodeon,
into it?
everybody that feeds our
So,
children,
I
the
gave
people
my
that educate
position
our children,
on the Epstein
the people
file
that sell the
situation
books.
very, very strongly. If you have any additional questions on it,
But
do it. I'm happy to do that.
So my question is, how can you stay within the letter of the law when you know all that?
Because America is the country of law and order. And I
Obviously,
believe
it's
that's one
not.
of the biggest
Obviously, it's
strengths
not,
that the
if you
United
understand.
States of America has.
If you understand what's going on, it's not the country of law and order.
No.
Like,
Well, let me
so
say
how do
this.
you stay within law and order? That keeps you under their order. Your law keeps them under their order.
Keep it
All right, let me say this.
There are
Only
fences.
Jesus
They've
Christ
created.
lived the
They've
perfect
created.
life.
They've
Only
created the
Jesus
fences
Christ
for
lived
us,
the
Gary.
perfect life.
And you're just
But
let's
if
stay between
you
the fences.
persevere, Carl, let me address your
Jesus
question.
Christ
all right, my
flipped
friend, with
tables. When he
respect.
saw injustices, he flipped tables
Flip
in
the
the back of the
tables.
church. You should go in flipping tables, Gary. That's what you should be. Your campaign should be the next Jesus Christ and go in flipping tables.
Flip the
every
fucking tables.
pedophile table,
Flip
every
it.
table for the people that sell books and educate the
Flip
kids.
it.
Every TikTok, flip that motherfucker.
Flip it.
Flip some tables, man.
These people are eating children. Flip
Flip
them.
them.
Flip
What do you mean by flip the tables, sir? Tell me a little bit more about
Jesus
this, Carl. Were
Christ,
you
your
a-
Lord, Lord and
You're not
were you a
Savior.
familiar with the
bartender?
early
What
days.
are
It's
you
my
talking
favorite
about?
Do you
story.
know Jesus'
I'm
stories?
not even a Bible guy, but in the back of the synagogues, when Jesus was a young Jew, he
They weren't
noticed
even
that there were
synagogues.
people, wasn't synagogue. Well, back of the church, whatever, the back of the building,
Temple. It was the temple.
The temple.
Yeah.
They was selling things like current day churches. If you go into like a Canyon Ridge or something like that, they got coffee, they got books, they got CDs,
It's a community.
merch, T-shirts, all that shit. That's
Gardens.
garbage.
Yeah.
That's trash. Jesus would have flipped those tables because that's what he did to the money changers in the back of the temple. He flipped their tables. He was against that kind of shit. So when you're against something, you go in and you flip the table. You don't take it. He wasn't nice about it. He didn't stay under the law. He was a criminal. Jesus was a criminal.
Jesus was the first gangster.
You and I have a complete disagreement on what you just said. Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. And I respect all religions. I want to say that very strongly. I respect all religions, but I am Christian.
Why?
I believe in Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior.
Why?
Did you ask me why?
Now here's the question.
Those religions don't respect
Here's the
you.
question I know you will
They
not
want you
answer.
dead for loving Jesus.
I just want to move on. Oh, this is like a topic change on the show. So we're moving on. I want to really get your opinion on Israel, because that's going to be important for our voters come next presidential election.
Okay.
Because of our involvement in war. Let's really target Israel. Let's stick around Israel. Don't go on tangents. Just stick to Israel.
Ready for the temple to get destroyed.
Yeah, the temple. Speaking of the temple, they want to rebuild that temple.
Mosque. Well, it hasn't been knocked down yet.
Yeah, they haven't destroyed it yet.
Do you guys want me to answer the question or not?
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to interrupt me, or are you not going to interrupt me? Because I really want to answer the question.
I'm very
These
curious.
are issues that are extremely important for our country.
Yes.
Some of the questions you're asking me are not, but some of them are.
All of them
and
are.
so you have
Trust
to give me the right
they're
level
well
of
thought
respect
out.
to be able to answer
They're well
the
thought
question.
out, or they wouldn't come out of my fucking head.
Can I answer your question, Carl?
Yep.
All right.
I don't
and
even
you're not
remember
going to
it.
dictate how I answer these questions. I'm going to answer it the way I want to answer it. You believe in freedom of speech, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let me answer your question.
Got me. Good call.
So let me answer your question. You talked about Israel, and I'm gonna answer your question right now.
Please, God.
The current situation with the war against Iran, right? That's happening right now. I want to make a few statements on it right now.
Perfect. This is
Thank
good
you.
stuff.
And please don't interrupt me, because these are issues that affect the lives of a lot of great American patriotic people who are on the war front right now. And so don't disrespect them. If you want to disrespect me, that might perhaps be okay at times.
All right,
as my friend. But let me answer this question to the best of my ability.
Let's go.
Thank you. So let me say this. The war against Iran that Donald Trump, as the commander-in-chief, has waged right now, in my opinion, based on the information that I have, and I will say this prior to answering the question. The President of the United States of America, who is Donald Trump, is privy to information that I am not privy to. And it is my opinion. It is my opinion that the President of the United States of America
is a criminal.
Could keep that information private to himself if he wants to. So the point is, I made 5 points at the start of the previous podcast where I said if you want to politically go against a situation, you should have 5 things aligned from the perspective of what I call military precision execution. I'll quickly mention them. I'm not going to go into as much detail as I did in the previous podcast. The first thing is it right in the eyes of Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior from the perspective of a political attack against someone as an analogy on the political stage, right? From a political perspective. First, is it right and correct in the eyes of Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior? Second, am I within the bounds of law and order? Third, will I win this argument in the court of public opinion? The fourth one is, will I win this argument in the court of law? And the fifth one is, can this goal of politically attacking someone on the political stage, whether it's a debate stage, whatever it is, will I be able to execute that political attack in a way that gets me the result that I'm looking for? Now, given this context, let me say this.
Is that political science?
The President of the United States of America, who is Donald Trump right now, is privy to certain information that I am not, and you are not, and Mr. Patriot is not. I will say in this way, given this context, based on the information I have, this war that has been waged by Donald Trump against Iran is Israel's war. It is not America's war. Now, let me say this. Donald Trump could come back tomorrow or sometime in the future and say, hypothetically, he could say this to the people. He has information that Iran was going to attack the United States of America. He could say whatever he wants under the pretext of, confidential information that he has. And it's very difficult to win that argument.
Fairy tales
away from nuclear babies.
Fairy tales.
Let me say this: while
no war has ever been justified.
over me, which makes no difference to me right now, because these are issues that affect many American people. And so you can
Everyone.
disrespect this conversation if you want to. It's not a good reflection on you guys when you do that. So let me say this. There are 6 great American patriotic army personnel who have lost their lives because of this Iran war that Donald Trump has declared. And in my opinion, this is Israel's war. Now, I will say this. I want to thank the 6 great American patriotic people for their tremendous service to our country. And I do that from the bottom of my heart. And I will say this. There's a fantastic show, a host, which I was watching a few hours back.
Right.
And she said she's a fantastic patriotic woman. She interviews with Tucker Carlson all the time. Her name is Megan Kelly. She's a fantastic show. And I think she said that perhaps, the 6 great American people who lost their lives for Israel more than the United States of America. I will say this, her sentiment is completely understood by me and a lot of people across the country. But the American people, the great American army personnel who enlisted in the army, they did that to fight the United States of America. And so I want to honor them by saying that they sacrificed their lives for the 330 million American people and not necessarily for corrupt bureaucracy in the United States of America. I have tremendous respect for their courage and selflessness. And so that is my opinion on it. Now, I will say this.
It's a very political opinion.
Let me complete my line of thought real quick, and you can have your retort on this, my friend.
I can't wait.
Say this. I will say it again. My candidacy to be the next president of the United States of America, to be the next commander-in-chief, to be the next chief law enforcement officer, is not necessarily an anti-Donald Trump agenda. It's I love the United States of America agenda. And so there is a possibility that from time to time, I might agree with Donald Trump, though I think he's a despicable person right now. Let me say this. Let me back it up with data. You like this, Carl. Let me say this.
A broken pedophile is right twice a day.
Guys, last few days or maybe even weeks, maybe even 1 or 2 months. Let me say this. The first thing I'll say is this. Donald Trump, I heard in the news, is now supporting transgender surgeries for children if their parents consented.
Sure.
This is not the position he ran on in the 2024 election cycle.
We're not lied to. We got lied to. We got snookered.
Okay, this is
again and again. We keep getting caught.
I agree with you on all of it, but let's get to the core of it. The real core of it is much darker.
About this thing, right? Let me
the core of it is much darker. You're talking about the light, fluffy crust on of the corruption. The core of the corruption is they eat children. Yeah. Like, let's talk about that. It's been revealed, right?
Do you want Jesus to come back? Do you want the Al-Aqsa Mosque to be leveled and the third temple to be rebuilt?
Do you want revelations?
Guys, let me complete my line of thought. I understand your anguish. I understand your frustration. But the best way to fight this situation is to patriotically within the bounds of law and order. For me, come for president and win the election and serve the country.
Fuck law and order. Yeah, if you're a believer in Jesus Christ, you get to leave.
Jesus Christ didn't follow law and order.
You get to leave when this is over. When we blow up the Al-Aqsa Mosque and we rebuild the third temple, you get to leave. Jesus takes you all away.
Yeah.
Kirk Cameron told me so. I watched a fucking movie about it. All of us shitheads have to stay here and deal with the shitheadery, and people like you get to bone out. So I don't know why you wouldn't be psyched for all this shit. Armageddon's coming.
Yeah, it's here.
Kid murder is part of it.
Yeah.
But guys, let me say this. I respect all religions, but I am Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior.
And do you believe
I believe the Bible is the word
has
of God.
to go and the third temple has to be rebuilt in order for Jesus Christ to return and bring about Armageddon?
Are you a Zionist?
I'm going to answer the previous question that you asked me. You guys are jumping from question to question.
Gary Barve's a Zionist. Tweet it out.
I talked about one position that Donald Trump has flip-flopped on definitively. The other position is this. He campaigned in the 2024 election cycle, Donald Trump, Pussycat Trump, I call him. What did he campaign on? All illegal immigrants will be sent back to their country of origin immediately. Yes or no?
He lied.
He lied. It's impossible.
So he campaigned on that. Now he's saying...
No, but you knew it was impossible. So why did anybody believe it?
Well, hold on. Let me answer the question. Now he's saying that only the criminal charged illegal immigrants will be sent back to their country of origin. That is not the promise that he made when millions of American people went and voted for this guy, Pussycat Donald Trump. That's the second point. And the third point I talked about was the Iran war. And the fourth point is this, guys. Carl, you're a trucker, right?
Yeah, I truck.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming you fill a lot of gas in your truck. Is
Lots
that
of
right? When you
gas.
travel
Gas.
thousands of miles.
Listen, Gary. My whole life is gas,
And diesel.
gas and diesel and oil. Every day I'm covered in gas and diesel and oil. That's why I'm a trucker.
See, I feel, empathetic towards you, my friend. But let
No,
me
it's a
say this.
beautiful life.
Do you know gas
Empathetic.
prices have gone up
It's
by
the-
how much?
Chris, tell me about how
By
wonderful is my
Because of
life
this
as a
Iran
trucker.
war,
He's loving life.
which is not America's
I get
war,
to hit
based
the
on what I
road.
said in the
I'm driving
previous
on the road. I get
few
to drive.
minutes.
Listen, Gary, have you ever driven on a desert back road in a car, in a truck with the windows open? Driven down a desert wash with rocks?
He's in Arizona. I'm sure he gets to do cool
Yeah.
shit.
Have you ever done any like off-roading, like in the desert, and how beautiful and quiet and silent it is, and how beautiful silence is? And there's so
I'm
much
assuming
there's so
you're
much
going
life in the
somewhere with
desert.
this.
There's so much life in the desert, Gary.
We just meander from thing to thing sometimes.
Yeah, let's not talk about all politics. It's so fucking boring.
You
Like,
had us crazy focused during the other thing, but you like to stay on script. So yeah, we're just trying to drag you off script.
we
and
want to know the real
drag
Gary
you into the
Barve,
weeds.
not the candidate. Like everybody knows the candidate. You've made a very good impression about who the candidate is, but nobody knows who you are, like at heart. So you can't expect us, we don't vote, but voters to like support you because they don't even know who you are. They just know you're running for president.
I used to vote.
I think a lot of people know who I am, but let me answer that. You want to talk about music? You said you wanted to pivot away
That's
from
what you have to
politics
talk
for
about on a
conversation, right?
date. Like who's Gary Barve? You don't talk about running for office.
Do you want to talk about music?
We mentioned
the
it,
women
but
love to talk
you
about
know what it's
music.
gonna come
Women love
around
it.
to is Justin Bieber.
Okay, so Carl,
And
you're
Justin
Let's
the
go to
one
music.
talking about music, right?
Let's do it. I
Selena
can't wait.
Gomez was murdered by the elites in order to protect her child, which was then given to the Kardashians. That is a theory that's out there, right?
And it's probably true.
I don't know if it's probably true or something, but it's interesting that you choose artists like Justin Bieber that are kind of like wrapped up in that sort of thing.
Like everyone's wrapped up.
They
in
are
it.
kind of that. You
So
really
let me-
can't pick
You
anybody
can't
that's not.
avoid somebody who's
Let me
not like.
answer- let
Let's
me
take
answer your
pure
question.
artists
So-
and then turn them into Satanists.
There's
So
like,
let's talk, guys. Let's talk about music a little bit. So,
all right.
look, I have, believe it or not, I am now a musician, Carl. I don't know if you
I believe
listen
it.
to my music, but
I've heard it. It's a little
you have heard the
interesting.
songs. Okay,
It's
so
interesting.
I got some fantastic news for you. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So the cover song "Lonely" that I sang originally from the music sensation Justin Bieber, and I want to say this: I do not
How's
agree
he
with
doing?
every political position that every artist whose song I have covered has.
Did he
but
rape?
they are great
Did he
artists.
rape him?
They are great
Did he
creators.
rape Bieber? Right.
And so
Did
let
he
me
rape
say
Bieber?
this. Let me say
Oh
this.
my God.
Do you think
The
that he did
cover
rape
song
Bieber?
"Lonely" that I sang,
100%.
guys, this is something you guys will like to hear from me.
Okay.
The song
we're
"Lonely"
getting
that I
political.
sang, and I released it worldwide,
We just need to
has been played
a million times.
No, not a million times, but hopefully
2
at some
million.
point.
2
But
million.
it's number 99 right now on the charts.
I love
It's
it.
number
Have you-
99 on the prestigious, world-renowned industry standard chart, the Digital Radio Tracker Indie Music Global 200 chart. And
amazing.
I'm working with DJ Rampage.
Have you been
listen to DJ Rampage?
I've listened to many of your songs. Have you had other songs on the charts as well?
I've done a lot of music. Lonely
this is your
obviously
best one?
Really, probably my best song that I've sung.
That's
But-
are we going to hear it? Are we going to get the opportunity to hear it?
Well, I would love it if you play it on your
Go
show
for it,
right
Chris.
now.
Chris
I've actually sent the video to my friend Mr. Patriot.
Is it on YouTube?
All right, we got to clip this
Yeah,
out.
I actually
I had
texted
it
it to
a
you.
minute
This
ago.
is
I
we'll clip
know.
this out. Good for Gary.
I had it on YouTube. I had it up here just a moment ago. Hold on.
And this
By
is
the way,
good.
while you play it, I have a message for my friend Carl.
Yes,
Is it okay
sir.
if I just say something while you play it, Mr. Patriot?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say this, Carl.
Yes.
See, I understand your frustration, and I
glad you
love
do.
you as a fellow believer.
I love you.
Jesus Christ
I love
the
you
Lord
in
and-
Jesus as well.
But let me say this, dude. Let me say this. You have
Thank
to
you.
keep your calm. Losing your calm like this usually
I
will
agree.
not have any
I
positive
agree.
impact.
I
And
agree.
please, my friend Carl, always stay within the bounds of law and order. All right.
Oh,
And I, say this to you as your
I just don't
very
see
good
how
friend.
I don't see how we find freedom within law and order.
Is it on your channel?
Stay within the bounds of law and order, my friend.
That's enslavement. You're explaining enslavement to me is my understanding of how government works.
Is this it right here on your channel?
Like I see the fences. You have to see the fences to leave the farm. Like you have to like, oh, I'm in gates. That's the law.
No, I shared it with.
Oh, here we go.
Shared
We got political. We should have stayed
Is this
soft.
What's it not
Oh, this
sharing
is Matt Stell. By the way, I covered the country music
It's a
star
great-
Matt
it's a
Stell's
great
song,
sweater.
I love you
God,
too.
we are so laggy. Dude, it keeps closing it. What the fuck? Hold on, I'm sorry.
This is great.
There we go. Is this it?
This is the Max Tell song. You can play this one as well. The Lonely
right.
song is a different song.
It's not on your.
I texted it to you.
Yeah, you
about a
texted it to
couple
me,
of
but
hours back.
I'm not going to be able to look it up on the show. It's on my phone.
All right.
Dude, Gary's cool. Gary might be cool.
What do you guys want to do? You guys want to play this one? This is pretty cool as well. It just released
Listen,
a few days back on
This makes you seem a
Spotify
lot.
and Apple Music and Amazon Music, Deezer, Tidal.
I do like
you
this
gotta
because
stay
it
on
kind of
top of this
softens your image.
Yeah, but you got to stay on top of this stuff. You're telling me that this video is on your YouTube channel, and I don't see it here. It's
Where is it?
So
The
scroll
new-
to the videos page.
Oh, we got.
Scroll
Is it a world
Actually,
premiere?
Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's
you've
the
done a
one.
lot of them.
The one on the right. The one on the right.
Hero? Yeah, we've seen that.
The one with my
Lonely,
hand
there it is.
towards the mirror.
Like what's
So
culture?
that's from 3 weeks
Gary.
ago.
I got a quick.
Play that one.
Gary's culture.
I got a quick question right before this
I
video.
think we played this before.
Just a quick question and a quick answer, and we can watch the
We
video.
watched this. I remember watching this.
Yeah, like who sets the culture now that it's been completely destroyed? Like, do we become? Are we the culture? Could we be the coolest show, the coolest people on earth? Like talking about what's really happening.
We are pop culture.
So I will say this:
Are we
the
pop
culture
Gary?
of the United States of America is the
Do we go
greatest
from
culture
one
in the
viewer to a
world.
million?
Greatest culture.
Definitely, no question about it.
Okay.
Zero doubt about it in my mind.
I got you. I haven't experienced all cultures, so I'm not shitting on American culture, but
Yeah.
I am part of it. I'm creating it, so I tend to agree with you.
No,
but
no. We need to set what a new culture will be because we need to get rid of some of the culture that we have.
Yeah,
Taro, my friend,
yeah.
the new
Yeah.
culture is going to be you're going to keep quiet.
The
for
new
next 5
Amish.
minutes. Listen to this video.
Yeah, I think there needs to be like a new Amish. But yeah, let's listen to the video.
All right, let's do it.
The new Amish. I love it.
yeah, I can set us up for like all four of us, I think.
Turn up the volume, guys.
It's very close.
It's up
Gary.
already. You just
It's very sensual.
you're just making noise. I was just
It's
wondering.
breathing.
I can't hear the volume on my screen. You messed it up, Mr. Patriot.
What happened?
You messed it up.
You can't hear it?
No, I can't hear the vocals on it or the piano on it. By the way, my friend Tico Lasola has played beautiful piano on this song.
Yeah.
It's just piano and the vocals.
I got you. All right, I'm not gonna
I
worry about it
got you,
because
like a synth.
the damn vocals.
They weren't synced up.
Yeah, everything's a mess. All right, no worries. I'm about done.
It's late.
Yeah, it's late. Gary, thanks for hanging out, man. We're gonna.
Yeah, thanks for the conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys.
We didn't really get any answers, but thanks for the conversation.
Well, Carl, I will say this to you, my friend. You ask a dumb question, you get a smart answer from me, right?
Yeah, no question. Like, are you just playing it politically safe for some reason? Like, so the monsters don't eat you?
Yeah.
I'm just pulling your leg a little bit, like you said you should be doing in the previous part of the interview, my
I'm
friend.
not pulling the leg. That's the way the world works. Like, we're not talking.
No,
like,
I said I
this
am
isn't
pulling your
fairy
leg a
tales.
little bit as your friend.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Guys. I just want to end it by saying this.
I already hit the thing.
Are we done?
People
Yep.
laugh.
I
and
already-
chit-chat,
I already hit the exit.
chit-chat.
All right, no worries.
Later, man.
So we had a great time.
That was good though.